morning, Soul with Sigrid, 6:45 each day of the week. Welcome. And so yesterday was really fun. I did with my Soul Mastery group. Obviously, I started two groups, my Circle of Light and my Soul Mastery group. And we did a Q&A, and it was so much fun because it was very interactive, very much questioning. And what happens is if I get like really a lot of questions, they come through me in massive amounts of energy and clarity as well on very specific topics. So that was really, really good. I added that this time in the Soul Mastery group. It was really good. Anyway, so that was that. And so one of the things what I realized as I'm starting new groups, new cycles, and new people are entering my space, which I love, is one of the most important tools is truly to decide it is yours. And it sounds so simple, but it really is. Whether this is a partner, whether this is weight, whether this is your mission, whether this is a really tidy home, whether this is a very great relationship with your children, do you know, it doesn't really matter what it is. It starts with making that clear decision. It is done. So what is that thing for you? What do you really want to call into your life? Because many times there's a lot of thinking about stuff, like thinking again and then leaving the subject, but there's no true decision making. Like there's still this opening. I call that still have the back door open, right? It is also possible not to, right? You all have that. Like if it's not happening, it's also okay. My life is also okay. And what you do when you do that is you split your energy. You do this. So I want you to think what is needed in order for you to really close that back door. Now, many people need a lot of misery before they decide no more of this, right? That's usually, like if they're really done with it, now they're going to decide. And honestly, it's not necessary. But you have to be clear and focused. This is what I'm aiming for. Now, when you make the decision, when the decision is taken and it's very clear, then you can relax into the dancing, as they call, right? Dance gracefully towards it. But you have to take the decision. And so just see, where do are you really taking that firm decision? Because honestly, if you look at life, you see it all reflected everywhere because you took decisions around that. This is your minimum standard. You don't go underneath this standard. And I want you to get that becoming masterful in decision making and holding your bar at that state, doing the inner work, what is necessary in order to move to that, right? Because it's always like that. You have the decision and it doesn't say it's happening right now. It does say I'm no longer tolerating any of what is keeping me here, whether these are emotions, thoughts, beliefs, people, habits, whatever's going on. And you just do it one thing at a time. It's not like I'm going to do everything at once, but you already hooked into the thing and it's a done deal. Now, if you have 25 things to hook into, obviously it's kind of hard because now you have all these balls in the air and nothing is really seeming to go. So my strategy is always to really focus on one thing. Now I focused on creating YouTube, right? Last week it was the circle. So I just focus on one thing and make it happen. I focus all my energy on the one thing, and that's the thing for them. So if you do that, every week a different thing, or maybe like every month, what do you think will happen in your life? It will happen, like the magic will happen. I don't think I don't take massive inspired action because I truly do, but not from a place of pushing or forcing. I actually shared yesterday, why am I not launching my website and my book yet? It's because it's not aligned for me right now. It's all waiting, right? It's aligned for me now to do the YouTube thing so people can actually access my Soul with Sigrid from anywhere. They don't have to have Facebook. They can go there. There was a question, are you stopping on Facebook? No, I don't. I'm going to continue. Anyway, I'm going to see what they say. And so it was really good yesterday, you actually commenting on what do you get out of this. So I really appreciate you leaving comments because that helps me to clarify what you get out of it, and so I can write a nice story for YouTube. So I'm going to ask you that every day, just to leave a comment. What did you get out of this? And obviously hearts and likes and everything. Yes, I'm going to see what they say. Okay. We love how you are addressing this topic because many times spirituality can feel a little airy-fairy for people. Now, obviously, the people who are interacting with us, which you know that this is not what is happening, and this is not the reality about true manifestation, about getting your creation into reality. And so we want you to take a moment to be really honest with yourself and to see, where am I still tolerating the things in life which are definitely not for my highest good? Never mind the highest good of everyone. So where are you tolerating things? Can be messy stuff in the home, which kind of gets clear now. Can be old broken stuff, which is really not for your highest good. And this is just in a practical sense. But think about the inner relationship you have with yourself. Where are you still interacting with that same thing you think about yourself, or you kind of pointed to yourself? I am this and this person, which in truth you are not. You are the most genuine, beautiful person there is. So if you're thinking any thoughts which are not clearly around that kind of sense, how you are a beautiful being, how you are creative, masterful, capable, all of that, great, successful, all of that, the great words, how you, if you still are interacting with those other, start tracing them down, start tracking them down, and start dissolving them by simply taking new ways of thinking, new ways of emotions. Obviously, this takes practice. It doesn't only take practice, it takes a lot of dedication on your end to be truly committed to your well-being, to who you are. And so the moment you are still encountering these same patterns over and over again, and you're still not done with it. So what do you need in order to be really done with that thing dragging along, whether it is a thought, an emotion, a person, it doesn't matter, whatever it is, in order to cut that cord, and we don't mean the spiritual cord, if you go, but to really say, to state a clear line in the sand, and to be clear in, this is no longer for me. And so now your new life can open up with all what you desire, whether this is fulfillment, whether this is joy or laughter, whether this is a beautiful home, a great company, money. It doesn't matter, whatever you desire. We want you to get crystal clear. You can have everything you desire, and we want you to have everything you desire, the physical and the spiritual. But it's time for you to up your game in what you are tolerating into your life, because as long as you keep on saying, well, it's not as bad, or this is part of the deal, or this is what all other people have, obviously you will not rise to the level of people who are in a different position. If you look at people who are having what you desire, for sure they are not tolerating the things you are tolerating currently. So look at them and see what is different. What is different in their energy? What is different in how they talk about life, how they see and perceive life, how they master their emotions. And don't feel defeated. Just see the potential. I can do that too. It might take me a little practice. It might take me a while, but I will get there. See, there's the decision making. There's the clarity. I will get there. And you see, you can feel there's no resistance, because if you think you can do it, you can do it. And then there's the decision making. But if you keep on going in circles in your own mind, in your own environment, and nothing is changing, you have to allow and let in other energies. And you don't really need to see them in the physical. You just need to take them in. Can be on YouTube, on Facebook, it doesn't matter. People who inspire you. The people who already have, be, or do whatever you desire, and start copy pasting their energy, the way they hold their body, the way, and it's not about imitating in the sense of not being truthful to you. It's very truthful. It's up leveling your energy frequency into the frequency where you can receive what you need, but you need to make that move into the higher energy, because if you stick around with what you are, you will keep on creating, receiving what you have. So you need to be relentless in up leveling the bar in life, not from a pressure point. Because many people, when they hear these words, they feel the pressure because it has been like they have always been working so hard. It's not about working hard. Listen clearly. It is about taking a clear decision. That's it. There's just a clear decision. And then it will be logical to move into that space. Now I'm doing this. Oh, interesting. I see this emotion coming up. Oh, interesting. I see I talk about this subject all the time. What if I would stop talking about this subject? What if I would pick something very inspiring instead? What would be the subject? And intentionally start infusing your life in important moments where it's like these unimportant moments. Like you talk to the neighbor and you just repeat the same story, or you talk to your partner and you just interact in the same way, or like it seems so normal. We want you to adjust your normal into a new normal, into an extraordinary normal, into the normal of choice, which will be normal for you anyway. The extraordinary will be your next level normal. And what do you think will happen? There's even more extraordinary stuff happening because there's more every time you up level. So we want you to get that it's in the small moments in life where you can start infusing your greatness by new excitement and energy, by new conversations, by new thought patterns, by new emotional things you desire. Maybe you dance around in the kitchen 5 times a day. If that helps you to up level and to activate new ways of being, we don't care how you do it as long as you do it. But it starts with the clear decision making. And it's not about hard work. It's about intent. It all happens here. See, now the mind is a great thing because it can help you to direct your energy in the direction of choice. And we so want that for you. And that was that. So that was good, right? Very practical. How are you going to raise the bar in your life? Even now? Yes, for sure now. Because now you have a lot of time probably. It's very different. So just see, where are you? Like, this is a time to start igniting new habits, to start igniting new strategies around how you think, how you perceive life, how you desire to do that. Maybe you want to create something first, to have clarity. Do that. Take your time. All with intent, because if you're making, like I always invite my clients to make vision boards. Why? Because it gives you clarity. You have a lot of time now. Are you taking the time to sit down and to see what is really important to me? What do I really, really want to create in life? Or are you just kind of going with the flow? I'm promising you, if you want different results, it's not about going with the flow. It's about having that crystal clear vision and then using your alignment to take massive inspired action. And that will feel like super flow. I promise you that. But it's not the flow like, oh, just floating around and seeing what happens. It's not about that at all. And I know because I've been, like for the last couple of years, been creating crazy results consistently. So I know now how it works. And I also know, I heard words like flow before and I thought it was like, oh, just do in the moment. I never got what they meant. Now I do. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. Create the vision, be crystal clear and start up leveling it. Focused, one thing at a time, every day, every day, every day. And then I'm relentless. I'm addicted to the thing. It's on my mind. It's in my being all the time. And then when I'm with the children, I'm with the children. I'm available. I'm here. I'm here. But then in the meanwhile, when I'm doing the dishes, when I'm going like outside for a walk, or when I have all these unimportant moments, that are my moments in which I'm creating. That are my moments in which I'm hooking in. Those are the moments in which the transformation of my life is happening. And so now everything will uplift. That was that for today. So please leave a comment. What did you get out of this? Because I really appreciate you leaving comments. So obviously I'm sharing it on YouTube and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Much love. Have an amazing day. Bye.